Mm. Mm. In the depths of night, I walk alone. A shadowed crown upon this weary bone. Through the storm's embrace, chains of silence bind. Yet I forge my armor with whispers of the blind. I've danced with the ashes, stared into the blaze, a furnace of struggle, lost in forgotten days. Stood tall like a mountain, with thunder in my chest. In this twilight realm, I am put to the test. Ghosts of the fallen, they whisper my name. In the darkness I'm reborn, never the same. Each wound a testament, a silent decree. Truth will drag me through the dust, they'll hear me. Buried in shadows, yet feel the lights glow. With every step forward, the burden lessens slow. In the shadows, I wear this crown of my pain, a rebel of stillness, where courage remains. Underneath the surface, the madness can smell. In this forge of despair, I rise with the devil. I've been crushed by the weight, now I stand redefined. In the silence of night, I'm the storm unconfined. This isn't surrender, it's power subdued. The past may haunt, but it's never been cruel. Ironclad resilience, my spirit anew. With each beat of the drum, I refuse to be through. So praise a cruelty, in shadows I thrive. For the crown that I wear is the strength to survive. Through the whispers and echoes, my legacy's drawn. Silent and weighty, I won't kneel till the dawn. corner of a smoky bar, I cradle shadows of my past. A whiskey glass of mute confession, where the souls of the lost are cast. I watch the world's parade, eyes averted, hearts remain still, bound by chains of silence. Yet I rise against the chill. Each sip brews a storm, my own thunder and my fault. The fire in the belly, the ashes of my hope, yet I never halt. I've wandered through the furnace, the night that forged my bones, standing tall, a rebel, while the dust of truth atones. In dim-lit corners, my secrets echo unheard yet alive. With every drop, I wrestle a world that nearly made me die. Buried under whispers, the weight of mine unspoken fears. A silent confession lingers like smoke that disappears. Shadows dance like memories, I feel the pulse of pain. Each bruise a silent testament, I wear them like a chain. I don't kneel for the burden, no man's truth will drag me low. I'm reborn with every swallow, feel the iron in my flow. My story without words to justify. It holds the weight of anguish beneath a sorrowed sky. I face the quiet storm, and though the dawn seems far, I'll smelt my heart in fire, become the light from this scar. Ones, to the burdens carried well. In the silence we'll find strength, in shadows we will dwell. Raise a glass to our confessions, let the stories find their end. In this controlled melancholy we rise to find men. Whoa. In the shadows of my silence, I walk alone. Heavy chains of iron drag on weary bones, buried deep in the furnace of forgotten pain, where embers swirl like memory caught in the rain. I've knelt before the rebel lost in whispered scream. The weight of the insignia rests heavy on my chest, a mark of the battle, a reminder of the quest. I smell my truth in the blaze of fading light, forged in the fire. I've known the depth of night. The storm came crashing, but I still stand tall, a rebel in this wasteland. I won't be chained at all. Insignia, it won't rust or fade, a symbol of the battles and the price I paid. Through the dust and dance, I'll rise anew. Each scar a story, each wound a breakthrough. In the depths of silence, I hear the drum beat, calling out like thunder, resonating in the heat. They'll hear me in the echoes of this desolate ground, as the truth will drag the shadows from their shroud. Cuffed and crushed by a world that can't see, but I wear my chains like a crown, fierce and free. For every chain that binds, there's a flicker of light, a dark ember glowing, whispering the fight. So I'll walk through this darkness, burden yet bold, with an iron insignia, a legacy to hold. As the dawn breaks over the horizon so vast, I carry my story as long as breath lasts. Feel the weight of shadow, ashes in my veins, a furnace forged from silence, bound in invisible chains. Each heartbeat whispers thunder, a rebellion barely tamed. Quiet storm inside me that hasn't yet been named. I walk the line of fury, drenched in volcanic ash. The tempest kept inside me, waiting to make it smash. The They see a man who stands tall, but inside I'm ablaze. I smell it through the waiting to shatter through the haze. In the night beneath the surface where the buried tempest dwell, I wrestle with the darkness where my spirits never quell. They don't know the storms I carry, they don't hear the drum beat strong. For the light that slowly flickers hides a rage that's been too long. I'll rise from the dust and ashes, the price of battles paid. With every silent scream, a legacy displayed. I'll kneel not to the burden, I won't crush beneath the weight. The truth will drag to silence, and I'll silence all the hate. Yeah. 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 Yet from the ashes I'll emerge, a rebel born anew. My identity's a fortress, and my fury's born of blue. The fire's just beneath me, igniting with the dawn, contained but never broken. In my heart a warrior's born. In the echo of the silence where the shadows twist and wane, you can feel the pulse of fury underneath the skin and pain. I stand against the nightfall, I won't let the tempest bow. For inside this cold gentleman, the volcano screams and vows. I still rise, I still burn, without a single word. The storm within me raging, my truth shall be heard. Underneath the weight of silence, where dark hope flickers thin, I'll find my voice in ashes and rise from deep within. In the dense embrace of fall, I wander lost. Every step a whisper beneath the weight of unyielding chains. The hush of night, a cloak that smothers, yet I breathe in the silence, breathe out the pain. They call it darkness, but it's the forge in which I stand. Each breath a promise pulsing like fire in my bones. The iron was smelted beneath the burden, I'll never kneel. The road winds ahead, a serpent tangled in truth. But I carry my scars like medals, the price paid in blood. They said I was crushed, bound under the weight of the world. Yet with each storm I learned to dance with the thunder. A rebel's heart beats in rhythm with the drum of my fears. Washing the fog, I can feel my spirit blaze anew. Resilience hidden in shadows, only the worthy will see. So I tread the line, a silhouette in the gloom. The fog will blind up, but not as heavy as what's inside. It shields the fragile ember, keeps the flame alive. And I sink to my knees, but never to pray. For silence is deafening, and in that dark I find grace. Each moment a flicker, a whisper of light tracing my way. I am reborn in this abyss, no footage for the faint. A tapestry woven from ashes, those who fell and rose. And if the world can't hear my song, then let it drown. For every dust carries the promise of a dawn. I live my voice like a battle cry, forged in silent strife. In the fog I am found, in resistance I am the night. So let them come with their storms, I'll stand tall to fight. For the fog may bind my sight, but it stirs my dark might. In that twisted silence, I embrace what's mine. A man of the shadows, a soul intertwined with a fire divine. In the depths where silence breathes, I stand with shadows, chained memories. An empty grave stained with dust marks the silence where I burn my trust. Furnace flames that forged my bones, crushed beneath the weight of stones. In a world where truths are buried deep, I wonder these nights that haunt my sleep. The echoes of a life deformed, where sacred dreams lie thickly scorned, and hope a flicker now waning blaze leaves me lost in this moral haze. They'll hear me, oh, the dust will speak. In the silence I've grown rugged weak, yet beneath the ashes a spirit thrives. In the storm's heart my fury drives. Bound not by chains, but by my own design. I kneel not to the past, I stand to redefine. Each broken promise is a lesson learned, a spirit tested and in silence burned. The grave remains a shard of fate, whispering secrets too heavy to state. In this abyss I ponder my cause, rebel echoes of a life nearly lost. So here I am, in this mortal abyss, seeking wisdom in shadows, the truth in the mist. I'll forge my legacy through the night's cold breath, rising anew from the ashes of death. With justice as my name, I'll unmask the lies The empty grave of testament never dies, for in the shadows where the broken candle winks, I'll rise, I'll burn, and I'll forge what life thinks. When the night pulls its cloak, I move with shadows. A mask on my face, a bitter joke of gallows. I weave through the laughter, tiptoe on the lies, cloaked in the sarcasm of a world that cries. In the furnace of thought I smell silent screams, crushed beneath the weight of others' dreams. I watch the blinder souls dance to the drum beat, while I stand tall, my heart a storm in retreat. Behind this facade, the truth is a ghost, whispering secrets, the irony I host. They think they know me, this jester in chains, yet I forge my own chains with unyielding pain. So laugh with me, brothers, at this masquerade, a sarcastic veil where the truth's afraid. In this masquerade ball, the ashes do rise. The cost of the mask is where the real lessons lie. That a long turn to stone, yeah, what's buried beneath is a flame that won't die. Through smoke and silence my soul will defy. They'll hear me in whispers, my name on the breeze. From the dust of my burdens my spirit sets free. With each step I take I inch closer to light, a rebel forged in the darkness, reclaiming the night. With a mask on so heavy I'll dance on this edge where the price has been paid and I'm bound by no pledge. This sarcastic veil is a shield, not a shroud, and beneath this dark armor I'll stand unbowed. In the heart of the storm I still choose to burn through the ashes of silence. It's my soul they'll discern, a truth hidden deeply yet always awake. No chains can confine the heart that won't break. Let the heaven to break. In the still water I see my soul, a mirror crack reflecting the burden I hold. Silence settles like dust in an empty room. Each breath a whisper, each heartbeat a tune. I kneel before this altar of shadows, where dreams linger weighed down by the battles. Chains of regret wrap around my weary bones. The price I've paid turned to iron and stone. Through the hush, I hear the storm's distant moan. Drum beats echo in the marrow, the seed of the lone. Hidden flames dance, flickering in my chest. Fire forged in the furnace, birthed from unrest. I rise like ashes from the cold earth below, reborn in the silence, rebirth from the woe. They don't speak my language, these ghosts of the past. Every step a rebellion, defiance held fast. Yeah, the mirror shows me truths I cringe to explore. Layers of sorrow, yet still I implore. For justice is a whisper, a haunting refrain. That truth will drag the forgotten from chains. But I stand tall, though the shadows may live, the darkness a cloak, yet I wear it with cheer. For within the abyss I found my own heart, a reservoir of strength that will never depart. I breathe in the silence, a hush before storms. There's power in the stillness where the lost are reborn. And as I confront the fury, the rising tide, I listen to the echoes, let the still water guide. In this introspective pause, I find my release as thunder rumbles softly, whispering peace. The silence will speak, the storm will reveal I am more than my shadows. I am forged from the steel. In the shadows where the lost roam, I wander beneath the sky turned to stone. Chains of silence binding my bones, the weight of a truth heavy as a throne. I wear this veil, thin as a whisper, hiding the blaze that flickers within. Each layer I smell, forged in the furnace, buried dreams and all my sin. The storm rages on, and I kneel, yet the iron in my heart, it won't yield. I stand tall like an oak in the night, rebellion my anthem, my silent fight. This blinder, my shield, keeps the darkness at bay, as ashes of the past dance and play with ghosts who know the price I paid. Each whisper of wind, a lingering shade. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. I hear them calling through the dust and despair. The truth will drag, lifting my stare. They'll see the man beneath this shroud. In every heartbeat I'll scream out loud, reborn from shadows behind my veil. I rise anew, defying the frail. The dawn won't break, but the night holds tight. As long as I breathe, I'll embrace the fight. Each stitch of a fabric, each thread a scar, reminds me of battles, the man I become. I won't be crushed by the weight of my soul, a silent warrior, restless and whole. So let the world whisper, let them conspire. I hold my secret, stoke the fire. For within this darkness a light will gleam. Identities veil my haunting dream. And though the night may seem to take form, in silence I stand through the fiercest storm. For I've learned to dance where shadows convene, wrapped in the spirit of all that I've seen. In the furnace where the shadows smelt, I bore the weight of whispers, secrets dealt. Chains of silence wrap around my soul. I stood tall where thunder choked the whole. Fallen embers dance in the blaze of night, lost in the echoes that never take flight. I kneel to no curse, in this storm I remain, a rebel forged in the steel of pain. Crescendo of darkness, an embrace that binds. In ashes and fury the truth finally finds. Every burden buried, every wound like a drum. Through the crushed illusions I'm finally numb. Yet in this twilight hope ignites the gloom, a flicker of light in the heart of the tomb. I walk through the shadows, with shadows I thrive. Reborn in the chaos I learn to survive. Justice untold, the dust now shall speak. For every shattered dream, a heart made sleek. They'll hear me rise in quiet roar of the still. With each bitter trial, my spirit they'll feel. The price paid in silence, I learned to embrace. Each scar on my bone, a warrior's trace. I'll ever survive, I'll ever survive, I'll ever Apotheosis of Shadows, a legend is made. So here I stand, where the silence resides, in the blaze of the night. My soul never hides. As the temperature climbs, the darkness aligns. In the crescendo of shadows, my spirit unwinds. In the dim light where shadows fall, I stand holding rusty keys of memories untold. Each twist and turn of that tarnished steel, unlocking the doors to past truths, the wounds I conceal. The night hums a somber tune, filled with whispers from ghosts beneath the moon. We fought the storm but chains still cling. Our hearts forged in fire, bearing the weight of everything. I knelt at the altar where silence sings, crushed by the burdens, the voice of suffering. Yet in the ashes I found pieces of me, shattered but resilient, learning how to be free. The echoes of joys made in dark rooms, where the flicker of hope blooms, see the weight of our doom. They'll hear me, I promise, for truth has a way. Drag the shadows of yesterday into the light of today. Each carries chains of the lives we regret. Rust hardens the memory, heavy like a debt. But those doors, they swing wide, revealing the scars from the furnace of existence, forged under stars. I am the rebel, my thunder's alive, standing taller with every dark plea that I strive. With each loss I gather the grit and the grace. In this world of evolutions, I carve out my space. So I carry these whispers in the depth of my bones, of legacy written in silence and struggles alone. From the ashes I rise, a phoenix reborn. The keys to my past strike a match in the dawn. In shadows we linger with burdens to bear, yet deep in the silence I know I am there. Bound yet unbroken, I face each new day. In the whispers of legacy, I find my own way. In the shadows I wander, lost in deep silence, where the echoes of my demons whisper like a lullaby. Chains of regret weigh heavy on my bones, yet within those bonds I feel the pulse of a distant drumbeat, a thunder, a growl from the abyss, urging me to dive deeper, to confront the blaze of the past. Mirror cracked and clouded, but I peer inside. Reflections that shout against whispers of my despair. A kaleidoscope of scars, a gallery of pain. Each brushstroke of sorrow etched deep in my soul. Promising redemption is buried within these shrouded depths. The furnace of my heart smelting iron from bones. Solitude stripped bare, I kneel beneath the storm that rages in mind and in flesh. With each breath I rise against the smog of silence, rising to face the truth that this journey inflicts. Dust will speak of trials, of the price that's been paid. In the labyrinth of my thoughts, contradictions lay. And as the abyss swallows the light in my chest, I ponder if the darkness is merely a cocoon, a place where I transform, unshackled from despair, emerging anew with wounds that have forged my vision. I am the rebel, I am the storm within the calm. Each cycle I embrace, the powder of my ashes shall know. Now I rise, embracing this cyclic descent. The abyss isn't my prison, but a map to who I can be. With every reflection, the shadows retreat, as I break through the stillness, claiming my right to forge. In the depths I find myself, reborn from the dust, worn, scarred, but standing tall. Through the abyss I trust.